Hello one and all, this is Wolfstar Gaming and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Alright, so last time, we got into a discussion with Akiho and Subaru, and there were differing views going on. It's like they have clear-cut views of their own, and they're kind of button heads about Gun Build 1 or the Gunvarel robot. And then later we learned surprising information from Mizuka. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's like we just kind of left off with that. And just before starting this recording, I decided to check my IRUO, and I swear this looks unread. Today's chore duty. So it does change from time to time. Okay, so I have to keep an eye on that every time the scene switches to the classroom. Okay. And it looks like Akiho has chore duty today. Okay. I'm actually glad I decided to look at that. Oh yeah, and before we get into things, get into Tweepo here. Appearance is important. It affects how you look in pictures. That is true. It does affect how you look in pictures. Getting HYPED hyped. It's almost like a cheer. Give me a H, give me a Y. Oh. This is to Junna. Followed you. It's Yashio Kaito. Nice to meet you. Huh. And then, oh, okay. Junna. It's like, I haven't come up with a voice for her yet. She's like, she seems very timid. So let me see. Thanks for the follow. Following back. I feel like it should be a little higher than I usually go. Like with Akiho. Played 10 minutes. 2-0. I should have put on some makeup. I wish they'd told me earlier. Speaking from a guy's point of view, for me personally, I actually prefer a lot less makeup on a girl. I don't like it when it's like, a lot. I find it just slightly unattractive when a girl just cakes the makeup on. Anyway, might be a good change. Wait. Might be a good change, and then change. Chance. Damn autocorrect, right? I got cleaning duty. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing coming from Akiho. It's like, is she happy about that or is she not? Well, Oh. it's like I had noticed that this one I could reply to, but I didn't notice right away that I could reply to this one. Well, let me reply to this one first. I got it. Some weird man from off the island came and asked you to take a picture. Those are called perverts. You shouldn't talk to them. Oh my god. Is this really you? During club activities, you always stay in your uniform? Or going on a date or something? You finally blossomed, Aki-chan. Congrats. Wow, Kaito. Okay. Well, I don't particularly want to say that. Let's see. I'm not really sure what to choose. This does seem kind of not Akiho in a way, saying that, you know, that her appearance is important. That I would have figured that Akiho doesn't take her appearance super seriously. Yeah, I'll go with this. Okay, and this one. What? You're too funny. Or you don't like changes? Well, I mean, I figured it was like, you know, autocorrect. That she was having trouble with that. I guess. What? Go with that. Okay. The next day after school, I decided to go and have a little chat with Daitoku-san. Oh, a message. Maybe it's her. I sent her one earlier about wanting to ask about urban legends. Urban legends, huh? Now, I know a lot of, you know, American urban legends, but not any Japanese ones.
メール受信
Of course. Of course. I didn't know you were into urban legends, Yashio. If you like, I can teach you what I know and meet up at the front gate after school. She sounds really psyched. I mean, there's a music note, so it's like, I can teach you what I know. Ah, yeah. This is giving me a totally different vibe from the one she normally has. Yeah, it's like so far, Junna has just been kind of timid and kind of reserved. So it's some people just come across differently in text, you know, rather than in person. I feel like the same is with me as well, especially since I'm a writer. But I might be able to get some valuable info out of her. She's my only hope.
Kai, mata! Matte!
Didn't realize Akio was here. What's wrong, Akio? When I grab my bag and try to leave the classroom, Akio grabs me by the collar. She's on cleaning duty.
まさか帰るつもり?
Well, Kaito has a little bit of business, Akio.
俺今日は掃除当番じゃないんだけど
Yeah, there's that too. It's like Akiho and another student.
掃除じゃなくて今日は部活出てよ。
Oh. That's why she stopped him. It's like, Kaito's been kind of busy. So he hasn't exactly gone to club recently.
あのね、さっきミッチーから聞かされたんだけど、新聞社が取材に来るんだって。
Newspaper, really?
取材って何の？
ロボワン準優勝のこと。
That's what I was thinking. That would be the only reason why a newspaper would want to interview the robot club. The members of the robot club, anyway.
だからカイもいてくれなきゃ。
ああ、俺そういうのいいや。アキちゃん適当に答えといて。
I mean, she's more of the face of the robot club than Kaito, so it does make more sense for her to do the interview than Kaito. Although, since Kaito was the operator of the Tanegashima machine at the Robo 1 event, he really should be there for the interview. I mean, he has plans with Junna, but this is a kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be interviewed like this, for something like this. So I feel like he should really take a rain check on Junna. It's like, you know, email her back or tweepo her back or whatever, saying that that he'll have to meet up with her like a little later or the next day or whenever. But you know, that's not gonna go the way I want it to, but I can only hope.
いいの？じゃあカイのこともうまくいっとくね。
I'm sure you would, Akio. Akio grins at me. She sure does get carried away about everything. I mean, that's just part of who she is.
っていうかね、ロボワン準優勝って結構すごいことだと思うんだ。
Yeah, I mean, they did their absolute best and managed to get second. So, yeah, that is amazing.
だからもっとじゃんじゃん取材の依頼が来てもいいはずなんだけどな。
Well, this could be the one of many, maybe.
ミスタープレアデスの正体も晒したらもっと大騒ぎになりそう。
I mean, sure, Kaito did that in front of Akiho, Michi, and Vice Principal Usui, but I don't know if that's a good idea with doing that for an interview with the newspaper. That would kind of defeat the purpose of Subaru's alter ego.
そんなことしたらスバルくんってばへそ曲げてロボ部やめちゃうよ。
There's that too, yes.
わかってるよ。さすがにそんなひどいことはしないって。
Good. I would imagine you wouldn't. But still, that's good.
それでもうちらの準優勝だけでももっとチヤホヤされるべきだと思うんだけど。そうしたらスポンサーとしてお金を出したいって人もたくさん来そうでしょ。そう うならないかな。
If only, yes, if only. Akio absentmindedly drifts off into her world of delusion.
俺もう帰っていい？
あ、待った、帰っちゃダメ。
なんでさ、取材ならアキちゃんに任せるってば。
それはそれ。帰ってば、昨日も一昨日も部活来てないじゃん。サボりすぎだよ。
I mean, to Akio, it seems like he's ditching, but you know, he has been, busy with prior engagements. So it's like, why doesn't Kaito just tell her what he's been doing?
いや、でもさ、俺ってロボ部にいてもいなくても変わらないでしょ。即戦力のスバルくんが入ったんだからさ、彼と二人でロボ作ってた方が絶対はかどると思うよ。
An instant power up in the form of Subaru? I'm trying to decipher exactly what he means by that. It's then that Akio lets go of my collar. She has a dumbfounded look on her face. I'd say more confused than dumbfounded.
そんな風に思ってたの？だから遠慮して出てこなかったってこと？
いや、別にそういうわけじゃ。
I try to speak, but she sticks a finger against my nose. What? It's like, excuse me while I put my finger against your nose. Why would someone do that?
だとしたら考えすぎ。カイだってれっきとしたロボ部員なんだし。ロボワンの時、カイがいなかったら決勝まで行けなかったんだよ。
That's true. If Akiho had been operating the Tanegashima machine at the Robo 1 event, she wouldn't have been able to get very far, I feel. But Kaito, you know, he knows he knows the Kill Ballad program very well. So I feel like Kaito has the Kill Ballad down pat, and that he could practically like game in his sleep. So with operating the Tanegashima machine, it's like he could probably do that in his sleep too.
うちはカイがロボ部にいてくれたこと、本当に感謝してるの。だから何にも気にせずに出てきてよ。ね。
ああ、うん。
She's so sincere that I can't possibly correct her at this point.
いやー、よかったよかった。これでカイのサボり問題も無事解決っと。やめるとか言い出されるんじゃないかと思って、実は結構ドキドキしてたんだ。
やめはしないけど、俺今日は用事があるんだよね。
Do you plan on telling her on why you're ditching? Quote unquote ditching? It's like she would understand more of why Kaito is ditching if he would just tell her.
用事って何？ゲームするとか答えたらこんにゃろうの刑だからね。
the you big jerk punishment. I'm willing to bet that the you big jerk punishment is her ruffling Kaito's hair. Considering what I'm usually up to, I get why she'd come to that conclusion. Wait, what the heck kind of punishment is that?
今日は違うって。大徳さんと会ってくる。
Oh, good, he told her.
え？なんで？そういえば今日いきなりツイポでフォローし合ってたよね。いつの間に仲良くなったの？
そんなには仲良くなってないよ。
じゃあこれから仲良くなるとか？
What is going through Akio's head? Exactly. Akio starts poking me with the handle of the broom she's holding. I'm just picturing that in my head, and that image is funny to me.
つまりデート？若さゆえの過ち？
A date?
まさかそんな色っぽいものじゃないよ。
だよね。カイは女の子よりゲームを選ぶタイプだもんね。
Yeah, that's not too surprising, actually. That he would choose video games over going on a date with a girl.
さすがアキちゃん。俺のことよくわかってるじゃん。
そりゃ付き合い長いもん。
Well, yeah, exactly how young were they in that one CG with Misane? It's like, how old were they then? They've known each other for a very long time.
で？じゃあ大徳さんと会って何するの？
平穏なゲームライフを獲得するための悪巧みかな。
Interesting way to put it.
何それ？
I figured she wouldn't understand. Well, with the way you put it, of course she wouldn't understand. It's like, you have to get into a little more detail. Come on, Kaito. But it'd be a real pain to explain this from start to finish. Well, if you want her to understand what's going on, then you should explain it.
それ以上のことを説明してほしいなら勝負が必要だね。俺に勝ったら話すけど、どうする？
Here we go again.
カイのサボりも。
Serial ditcher? That's a funny way to put it. She squares her shoulders and goes back to cleaning. Yeah, I figured that would make her mad. Where's the other student that is supposed to be cleaning as well? Are they also in the classroom, but they're just kind of not paying any mind to Akiho and Kaito's conversation? Yeah, I figured that would make her mad. But I know plenty of ways to win Akiho over again.
そういえば、賞金の話はもう諦めたわけ？
Why would you even ask that, Kaito? Of course she hasn't. The 1 million yen prize for second place in Robo 1 has been seized by the school. While it'll be usable as club funds next year, we'll have left the club by then. We won't have it by the expo. Akio shakes her head while sweeping the floor with the broom.
だってね。いろいろ方法はないか考えてみたんだよ。別の誰かに立て替えてもらうとか、そういう抜け道みたいなやり方。
I imagine that's very, very difficult.
でも結局それって誰かに迷惑かけちゃうかなって思って。できれば正々堂々と作ったロボで万博に行きたいじゃない？
Right, yeah. It's like she wants to go full tilt with getting Gunvarel all up to par in time for the expo.
志は立派だね。でも実際他に資金調達の当てとかあるわけ？
あるわけないよ。昨日ちょっとだけ中種のお店とか回って交渉してみたけど、ちっとも相手してもらえなかったし。
Like, what kind of businesses is she going around in Nakatane for? It's like they would. I feel like they would have to be appropriate businesses that would help support a robot club.
一応2000円だけ還付集めたけど。
Oh, really? That's not bad. At least it's something, right?
2000円じゃロボクリニックからの借金すら返せないじゃん。
True, but at least it's something. Akio's clearly dispirited.
毒に合わせる顔がない。というかあったら殺される。
じゃあさ、ミッチーにスポンサー紹介してもらいなよ。
So now he's going to tell her about Michi's uncle, I take it?
あんな顧問なんて飾りです。偉い人にはそれがわからんのです。
Ouch. That's harsh. I mean, he's a teacher, and the Robot Club's advisor. He was even the first club president, which I find kind of funny. It's like, how was he club president back then, and not Misane? It's like, what? But I guess after getting to know him over the last 2 years, she's lost all trust in him. Yeah, Michi, I feel, is like a mixed bag. It's like you never know what he's thinking. So it's like I feel like it is hard to trust him. It's like what could Michi do to earn Akiho's as well as Kaito's trust, you know? Time for me to drop the bomb.
ミッチーの親戚が会社の社長やってるらしいよ。
I try and deliver the info as casually as possible. Akio throws her broom aside and closes in on me. It's like I'm just like imagining that as like pardon me. I can't get my throat cleared. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. So it's like it's like her throwing her broom aside and just making like a beeline for Kaito, like zoop, and I imagine she would get like right in his face, you know, like just like inches apart.
その話、詳しく教えて。
Akio dashes to the faculty room. Guess she doesn't care about the test schedule I told her about a few moments earlier. Test schedule? I see Akiho off and head toward the exit. There are still lots of students leaving school after classes. Oh, hi, Junna! Daitoku-san is standing in an easy-to-find spot. Our eyes meet, and she bows her head a little.
いやー、ちっちゃいから見つけられるか不安だったけど、よかったよかった。
Kaito! Do you have to say it like that?
ちっちゃいって。
Now you're just making her feel uncomfortable. Show some tact.
ちっちゃいけど。
Oh, so now you've made Junna feel embarrassed and sad. Like, Daitaku-san slumps her shoulders a little, but immediately regains her composure and walks up to me.
聞きたいのって、宇宙が丘公園のことだってメールに書いてあったけど。
Yes. It's like, how much of the occult do you actually know?
そう。
Correcto.
じゃあ、とりあえず、行ってみる？
To the park?
宇宙が丘公園？
Yeah. I mean, it's during the day, so Kaito has nothing to worry about, right? It's like, how superstitious is he exactly? I love it when Junna does that. It puts her hand up like that and smiles. It's so cute. I don't mind, but I thought Daitoku-san's house was in the opposite direction. She immediately starts walking, leaving me stunned in place. Daitoku-san's really excited about this. And for some reason, she looks a lot more cheerful than she normally does. There's a skip in her step. Oh, a little skip in her step, a little pep in her step, however you want to put it. Well, that's good that she's cheerful and has more spark to her. Are we going on a picnic or something? Why would you think that you're going on a picnic? This is an all too familiar sound. Cicadas. Of course it wasn't a picnic. As soon as we arrive at the park, Daitoku-san starts talking.
ヤシオくんがその奇妙な現象にあったとき、耳鳴りみたいなもの聞こえなかった？
いや、ただポケコンがフリーズしたんだけど、その時奇妙な音がポケコンから流れた。
あ、そう。きっとそれ。ピーブブー。ヒョロー。
It's like these sounds that she's making. It's like, what exactly is this? Also, this expression on her face. It's like I want to describe this expression on her face as being happily determined.
って感じじゃなかった？
The way she said it was cute, and I can't help but laugh. I couldn't help but laugh too. It's even better because she was totally serious about it. Well, of course she is.
まあそんな感じ。
やっぱり。
So what is it then, Junna? Do you know exactly what it is?
それ結構たくさんの人が聞いてて。
Yourself included?
昔ファックスっていうのがあったの知ってる？その時に聞こえるピープブーピヒャラーっていう音と似た感じだって。
I love that sound she's making. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe fax machines are still in use.
ああ、ファックスね。まだ小さい頃に何度か聞いたことあるよ。確かに言われてみればあのピーガー音と似てた。音の正体は何だと思う？
I mean, it couldn't be a fax machine, not outside.
わからないよ。私別に専門家とか研究家とかそういうのじゃないし。
I mean, maybe something similar to a fax machine, maybe? I don't really know, but, maybe something that sounds kind of similar? Daitaku-san hastily shakes her head.
おいおい、ここまで来てもったいぶるつもり？俺知ってるよ。大徳さんは都市伝説マニアだって。
It's like, she's a maniac. I can't help but think of that song.
マニアだなんてそんな。
だから教えてよ。それとも教えてもらうためには勝負して勝たなくちゃいけないみたいな感じ？
Does Junna play Kill Ballad?
リアル空手だと負けそうだから格闘ゲーム勝負でいいかな。それなら受けて立つけど。
How about you try a karate match, Kaito? I mean, yeah, he would most likely lose, but doesn't hurt to try new things.
勝負なんてしないよ。
In any way, whether it's a karate match or on Kill Ballad. Daitaku-san takes a step back, unsure of how to deal with the situation. Did I creep her out?
私はただ興味があって勝手に調べてるだけだから。ネットでの受け売りみたいなのもあるし。
Okay. So, all of the occult stuff she knows is just stuff she has found online over the years. A lot of times that's how interests start, from reading about it, whether online or in books. So, that makes sense.
私の言うことあんまり真に受けないでくれる？
She says timidly. Yeah, it's like she's no expert. She's just interested in the occult, in the supernatural and whatnot. It's funny that, of all people, that it's Junna that is interested in this kind of thing. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, actually, while I didn't mean to do that, at the same time, this is a new area, technically. Aha. The H2 rocket monument. The first 100% domestically produced liquid fuel rocket successfully developed by NASDA, in operation from 1994 to 1999. Only 5 years? Huh. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to completely back out. I also have to check Junna here. Okay, her birthday's August 10th. She's 17, blood type O, lives in Masuda Natanecho, Gumage-gun, and Kagoshima Central Tanegashima High General Course, Year 3, Class 1. Check Tweepo real quick here, see if there's anything new. Yeah. Done with the interview. Took about 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes. I had this huge plan that starts with the greatness of Gunvarao, but I couldn't talk about anything. I was so nervous. Yes, made a deal with Michi. I'm going to meet the CEO tomorrow. Wow, really? That quick? Make sure you read the room. Don't push yourself. Yeah, it's like, don't get ahead of yourself. Yeah. Good luck. I'll be supporting from home. It's like, I don't plan to be there. Pretty sure he will help you if you butter him up. I don't know about that. Yeah, seeing that Akiho herself has said that she needs to read the room, yeah, this is a very appropriate answer. So yeah. Okay, with that out of the way. It's almost as if she has no confidence whatsoever.
ああ、もちろん信じるか信じないかは俺が決めろってことでしょ。大徳さんなりに有力だと思う仮説みたいなものはあるの？
耳鳴りのことなら一応。
What do you got? Daitaku-san timidly nods, then starts awkwardly operating her phone droid.
その謎の奇妙な音なんだけど、世界各地でも似たような事例があったりするんだ。
Really? All around the world?
そうなの？
うん。これ聞いてみて。
Daitaku-san starts up a music app. I pick the screen of her phone droid. The buzzer. That's a very odd sound. A siren-like sound begins to play from the speakers. I mean, it doesn't really sound siren-like. Not really. It kind of sounds like a game show buzzer that's on the fritz. If game show buzzers can be on the fritz anyway. But that's how I want to describe it. It rings out intermittently for intervals of several seconds a pop.
これは？
通称ザ・ブザー。
Say that again, Junna? Oh no, I did. I have to advance the text.
UVB76 っていう短波ラジオだよ。
Okay, I'll read that in a second. I have to hear this again. How did she say buzzer?
通称ザ・ブザー。
Buzzer. Buzzer?
通称ザ・ブザ
Buzzer. It's always interesting when intermittent English is thrown in. And UVB 76. The call sign sent by a shortwave radio station which broadcasts at 4,625 kilohertz frequency. The broadcast station is located in a small town called Lozki, which is around 40 kilometers northwest of Moscow, Russia. Okay. Shortwave radio station. So from like a ham radio then?
30年くらい前からこのブザー音だけずっと流し続けてるの。
30 years ago? That long? How can it be playing endlessly and for 30 years? This is very curious. This is a very interesting mystery.
何それ？なんかの暗号か何か？
Could be, maybe.
放送局はそういうのを否定してるけど。
本
当のところはどうなのかはね、よく分かってなくて。軍の暗号っていう説以外にも、マニアの人たちはいろいろ仮説を立ててるんだ。デッドマン装置説とか。
Her mouth movement. Dead man switch. Okay. Originally a railway term, a device to maintain safety without a driver controlling it. If the driver passed out for some reason and couldn't drive anymore, it will automatically pull the emergency brakes once it recognizes that there is no response. I've never heard of a dead man switch theory before. That's an interesting type of theory.
最近だとね、電離層研究のためのものなんじゃないかっていう説が、結構有力かな。
Oh, whoops, wrong button. Ionosphere. The electrically charged atmosphere layer located between 100 kilometers to 500 kilometers above ground level. There are 4 named layers in the ionosphere: D layer, E layer, E's layer, and F layer. Huh. Okay. I'm just kind of taking this all in, trying to understand it.
太陽活動が最近すごく異常なことになってるでしょ。電離層研究はそれと関係あるんだって。
Oh. And there's been solar activity that's been going on.
へえ。つまりこの公園で聞こえるピーガー音もそういう研究用のものである可能性が？
仮説だけど。
I mean, that's one hypothesis. There could be several others, though, right?
すぐ下には JAXA の施設もあるから、もしかしたら。
Right, we know that. So, JAXA, the space center, has something to do with this? Maybe, possibly? Oh yeah, the Uchugaoka tracking station. It wouldn't be strange for JAXA to be conducting these kind of experiments. When you think JAXA, you typically think space development, but they actually do all kinds of research there. Right, not just space. The average person like me has no grasp at all of what stuff JAXA is researching. Few unnatural phenomenon in the world stand up to scrutiny once you try to explain them properly. Yeah, and it's really difficult to explain, as he puts it, unnatural phenomenon.
あとフリーズのこと。
What about the freezing?
これはヤシオくんだけじゃなくて日本中の人に起きたみたい。
Okay, so since it's worldwide apparently, so the screen freezing of his phone droid just doesn't happen to him because it's global.
ニュースやってたよ。46秒間だけ日本中で一斉に全部のポケコンが動かなくなったって。
Every single phone droid? Wow.
原因は？
Yeah. Is there an explainable cause? Is whatever is the cause, is it coming from something that is unnatural? Or is it coming from something that you can actually validly explain? You know, something that it is actually, you know, like human or human made, and not something that's, you know, part of the supernatural. This is very, very interesting, and I'm like, I want to know more. Daituku-san slightly shakes her head.
調査中って言ってた。
Under investigation. Okay.
なるほどね。じゃあフリーズは関係ないのかな。でもさ、まだ2つ不可思議現象は残ってる。この前の俺は4コンボ食らったわけで。
How is this related to what happened at the park here? What? What are you going on about, Kaito?
コンボ？
不可解な現象が4つあったってこと。
It's like now he's just confusing her.
ピーガー音とポケコンのフリーズ、それ以外にもゲジネーってやつからの文字化けしたメール、そして幽霊。
So he explained everything to her.
幽霊。ヤシオくんも見たの？
I mean, that's what he thinks it is. You know, that girl from the beginning of the game. But, you know, I have my theory, you know, that she is either human or she could possibly be a robot, an android. So I kind of get the feeling that the girl is not a ghost and that she is actually real. whether she's human or not is up in the air.
それっぽいものをね。
She went by so quickly, Kaito. How could you really tell that it was a ghost?
もしかしてヤシオくん、興味があるのは都市伝説じゃなくてオカルト？
I mean, except he isn't.
なんか違うわけ？都市伝説とオカルトって。
There's a fine distinction between the two. I mean, urban legends are usually steeped in, you know, some myth. But the occult is like more, I want to say more darker, that's good. I want to say that the occult is darker in nature than urban legends.
全然違うよ。
具体的にどの辺が？
それは幽霊が関係してるかどうか。
Why is she asking me? I'm the one who wants to know.
あとオカルトは怖いやつ。
都市伝説は怖くないわけ。
Depends on the urban legend.
怖くはないかな。
Where is she drawing the line? If you look at the urban legends that have been around for ages, you know, like Bloody Mary, Hookman, I'm sure I'm forgetting a few others, but those are the two I can name off the bat. I mean, it's like those two are steeped in a mythos that are hard to explain away logically. And the occult, I mean, I'm no expert myself, but you know, the occult is something that's far different than what like Bloody Mary and Hookman are. And I really have no comparison to give. I mean, I'm trying to be analytical about this, but yeah, being analytical is not my strong suit. But you know, I'm just trying to give like my 2 cents about this whole thing. Yeah, you know, trying to compare urban legends and the occult, and I really have no valid comparisons or even like any kind of similarities between the two, if there are any, to talk about. So I mean, it's difficult. It's a little difficult for me to wrap my head around 2 separate you know, topics and talk about them as if they're like one topic in a way. But you know, enough of me rambling. let's actually see if Junna can explain things for, and maybe she can explain it better than I can.
じゃあ大徳さんの仮説だと幽霊なんていないってこと？
I mean, like I said before, I like to believe the unbelievable, so I believe that ghosts exist. I mean, while I've not seen anything, when I was younger, I swear I heard a voice say my name when I was home alone. Yeah. And it was during the day, too. It wasn't at night.
そういうわけじゃ。幽霊の話は私もみんなから聞いた噂程度にしか知らなくて。
Right, yeah. It's like there's a lot of different rumors from several people, and you know, any of those rumors can be false. A lot of them could be false. So kind of have to take what people tell you with a grain of salt about ghosts.
でもさ、実際幽霊を見たって噂は結構広まってるし、見たって人も多いでしょ？ピーガー音とも関係あると考えるのが普通じゃない？
I mean, that could make some sense.
そうかな。
大徳さんは見たことは？
Has she seen the ghost before? I mean, she's into the occult, but has she ever seen anything supernatural? She shakes her head in denial. Okay, no.
知ってる範囲でいいから教えてよ。噂って具体的にどんな内容なの？
宇宙が丘公園には女の子の幽霊がいて。
Except I strongly believe that she's not a ghost.
その子は中学生くらいで髪の長い子だって。
なんで急に小声になったの？
Doesn't sound like she's whispering.
あと怖くて。
Aww. I mean, while she's into the occult, and while it could be something scary, she still gets a little scared. Aww.
幽霊に聞かれてるんじゃないかって？
The girl might be listening in, yeah.
そんな感じ。
Daituku-san's pretty funny. What are you getting at, Kaito? But more importantly, a girl, eh? Well, what was that ghost I caught a glimpse of the other day? Was it a girl? Did she look like a middle schooler? Was her hair long? Now, she went by so fast that Kaito didn't really get any notifying details of her. So it's like, how could he possibly actually think that it was a ghost? I didn't really get a good look, so I can't say for sure. Exactly. You didn't get a good look, so you can't really say that it was a ghost.
見たっていう人は大抵の場合ね、ポケコン使ってる時だったみたい。
and everyone uses their phones all the time in this day and age. So it's like not just in the game. So that makes a lot of sense.
その時に女の子の声みたいな音が聞こえてきたらしいよ。
And Kaito did hear her. That sure does ring a bell.
例えばその幽霊の名前がゲジネーとかってことはある？
I don't know about that.
ゲジネー？
Datsuko-san shakes her head in confusion.
そういう名前は聞いたことないかも。私が知らないだけかもしれないけど、ごめんなさい。
Yeah. You don't have to apologize, Junna.
じゃあ幽霊からメールが届いたってことは？
さっきヤシオくんが言ってた変なメールのことだよね。幽霊がメールを送ってくるなんて怖いね。
Well, there is automatic writing. And it's usually ghosts. Isn't it usually ghosts that like possess the living and do the automatic writing? Isn't that how that works? I think it is. Daitaku-san goes pale and hugs her shoulders. I wasn't asking to get her feelings on the subject. Except you're getting it anyway.
私、そういうのは聞いたことないかな。
Huh. So then I'm the only one getting messages? I mean, the message was all garbled, so with it being all garbled, I don't know. Would a ghost send a garbled message? I guess that's the question. Or are the messages being sent by someone completely unrelated? I think this may be part of the answer here. That it's someone completely unrelated to the quote-unquote ghost girl. Whoa, hold your horses, Kaito. It's not like I actually believe a ghost is sending me messages.
あ、それとその女の子の幽霊だけど。
Yeah?
この公園だけじゃないって噂もあるの。島の他の場所にも出たって。
So she shows up all over the island, not just at the park. Where else has she showed up then?
どこ？
全部は知らないけど、チクラの岩屋とか他にも何か所かあるみたい。
Chikura Cavern. Typo. An eroded cave located at Hamada Beach in Minatimane-cho, Tanegashima, a prominent tourist spot in Tanegashima. Its name comes from the idea that the cave could fit 1,000 people. That's a lot of people to fit into a cave. It's like, how big is this cave?
え、あそこ出るの？
見た人の数はそんなに多くないけど。
そうなんだ。この公園限定だと思ってたよ。
みる？
あ？行くってどこへ？
チクラの岩屋。私、うち、そっち方向だから。でも、ヤシオくんが行かないって言うなら、別に。
Daitoku-san hurriedly starts making excuses for herself to back out. I glance at the clock. It's 5 in the evening. At this time of year, there's still over 2 hours of daylight left. The sun is slowly dropping, and the air is nice and cool.
行ってみますかね。
I swear, this is all for my precious gaming life. And he holds that as being the most important thing in his life. Well, as I am really getting interested in where this is going, but as much as I really want to keep going, I'm actually going to stop it here. Things are getting so interesting with Junna and Kaito here. And I really want to know more, but I'll have to save that for next week. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and subscribe to become part of the pack. And don't forget to claw that bell icon so you know when a new video comes out. And as always, everyone, have a great day or night wherever you may be.